Yo, what is going on today, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Guys, exciting time. We have got 3 new gods, and we've also got the next 3 gods after that shown on this flash test live. A bunch of people are streaming it right now. Cupid coming soon, 11/26. Izanami's in the game. Kepri's in the game. Coming soon, Poseidon. Coming soon, Thor. And also Nemesis in the game. So the 3 new gods, Nemesis, Khepri, and Izanami. And then the 3 gods on the way, Cupid, Poseidon, and Thor. Expanding the god roster even more. But I want to take you guys through all the 3 new gods and kind of walk you through what is new about them. Starting with Izanami. Izanami's passive is essentially the same thing. It is just a lot more smooth. It used to be like every 10% you'd get like a 1% physical shred or something like that, whatever it was. Now it is a lot more smooth. So if you're at 1% health gone, you'll be getting 0.4% instead of being 10% gone and getting 4%. So it is a smoother transition. You'll also be getting intelligence now. Intelligence, you say? Why would a hunter need intelligence? Well, let me tell you. Starting with her number 1 ability, they now have a bleed effect on the autos. On top of just doing extra damage and making your auto attacks more normal and just going out instead of coming back, they also increase this bleed damage. So down here, the ability has a flat bleed, 5 up to 25, but 30% intelligence. So there is an intelligence build that makes your bleed do more damage. It makes her more of a hybrid scaler, kind of more like Danzaburo instead of like an On Her or a Jingwei. Her 2 ability is mostly the same. The interesting thing that they changed is now when you are invis, your 2 doesn't break your invis. Okay, that was let me put more abilities or more points into my abilities so you can see what I'm talking about, because that lasted not long.
That's what she said.
But your 2nd ability does not break invis. Abilities do. Your ultimate also procs a bleed. The bleed is 170, well 50 up to 170, but 70% intelligence. So a ultimate and then procking your 1, they have a double bleed on them. Very cool stuff. It makes this a unique. I've always thought she should be a character that has bleed in her kit, and I think they've kind of hit the nail on the head. Nothing's really changed with the 3. It's just you can now use this ability without breaking stealth. So like your 2, your 1, your 2, your 1. Wait, it seems like it's bugged right now. Oh, fitting. You're supposed to be able to 1 also, but that is breaking stealth right now. But eventually, you can use your 1 and your 2 while stealth, and it will not break it. A unique little change to Keperi. Every 5 seconds, you apply a 2% health shield to yourself and nearby allies. This interval is increased to 10 seconds if you have taken or dealt damage in the last 5 seconds. So a little nerf to Keperi's passive. His 1, holy 1.9 seconds. Other than Keperi's passive, his 1, 2, and 3 mostly stay the same. The duration of the silence in the pull is very high, 1.9 seconds. The 2, shredding protections, just physical, also getting damage mitigation to your allies if you hit them. The interesting part with the 2 is the sun also sets, allowing you to proc it on yourself if you're kind of playing around that. You can get your 2 on yourself. So you can actually apply it to yourself for a pretty long time. If your allies also kind of sit in that, it lasts like a pretty long time. So you can actually get your 2 to tick for a really long time. But the best thing is like 2ing and then like being able to pull like an enemy. It's strange because like maybe you can root 2 and then pull and kind of get all that combination together. But the last really cool thing is with the ultimate. The ultimate now gives you intelligence and strength when you cast it. And then something I can't really show. But if you do get a revive, you permanently get a stacking buff of 2 protections, which is pretty cool. The 3rd god is Nemesis. The passive is mostly the same, 7% reduction per stack, 7% increase for herself, 3 stacks, 5 seconds. Her dash, she can dash, auto, dash. Nothing really changes there. The 2 enemies in the center of this slash take extra damage. Enemy outside of it don't. Nothing too massive with this one. I mean, I guess it scales with intelligence, which is maybe something of note. I think assassins that have that have the opportunity to also build into this Helm of Darkness, which is maybe something there. It's not like great scaling, but makes her 2 just do a little bit more damage. Makes it possible, I think. 75% intelligence is kind of a lot. 50 intelligence with this one. Are you going to do as much damage? No, but it gives you some utility. It also allows maybe something like the Jade Scepter to because it doesn't decrease your damage. Yeah, the 3 ability. This one is cool. Gain a 500 health shield for a duration. You heal for a percentage of the damage taken, scaling with intelligence. And you reflect the damage back as physical damage, scaling with strength. The cool thing about this, though, is the shield is no longer just a flat shield health. It scales with your max health. It gives potential for a solo Nemesis, which I think is really cool. 7.5% of your max health. So if you have 1,000, you're getting an extra 75. If you have 5,000, if you somehow get to that type of a number, 375, I think. So a cool direction for them to go into. Gives her a possibility of like a tank health style build. Potential maybe for support them. Probably not, but it's still cool nonetheless. But shield goes up 664. So yeah, 664 health shield, which is kind of crazy. And then lastly, the ultimate. Choosing a single enemy god dealing 20% of their current health. 45 strength, 65 intelligence. So the cool thing with Nem ultimate now is if there's a big grouping, your ultimate hits 2 people. And it is a little interesting what they've decided to do. You actually get more protections. I don't know if you actually get more movement speed. That's actually a good thing to test. Puts you at 505. 505. If you hit multiple people, though, do you get more? You don't. But you do get a few more protections. Instead of 144, I got 149. So it does have like a scaling effect to it. See if we add a couple more here. We got 5 all in a line. Massive ultimate. So it is a pretty diminishing return. Maybe it only gets up to 2, but still cool nonetheless for Nemesis. Gives the potential for being this full one-shot type of character. Intelligence is 65%. So she actually has a lot of intelligence scaling in her kit. Let's check quick. How much can we do? Kind of a cool build. Intelligence Nemesis also makes your abilities are a little bit different, but like you're still going to get scaling on your 2. You're going to get no scaling on your 1, but you're going to get extra healing from your 3. Heal 112% of the damage, which is insane. So if you take 500 damage, you take that entire health shield, you actually be healing for 600. It kind of is a cool way to make them feel different. Her autos aren't going to do anything, but I think anything that makes characters feel more unique and give them different play styles is always going to be cool. But yeah, that is a look at the 3 newest gods. Nothing yet on Cupid and Poseidon Thor. The one sneak peek is that there is a Cupid remodel. No more big baby. We actually get a real model that doesn't look completely out of place on the rest of the game. But yeah, that is it. Let me know what you guys think. You guys like the changes, the plus ones that they did. I know there's not massive ones for Kepri specifically, but I was told Izanami's weren't that big, and that is a cool change, giving her intelligence bleed, and she also gets that intelligence when she gets lower in her health. So very cool changes for me, for Iza, Kepri, and Nem. All gods that kind of come back. They were very cool in Smite 1, and I think they get cooler now in Smite 2. Is there an intelligence build with Nemesis or with Izanami? How many protections can you get with Kepri? All around, very exciting. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the changes to the characters. But I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.